I've got to say something, and this is probably the truest thing I could say. It is plenty scary, it's plenty sad to see so many, so many not get the point that you can't just say bad things about the dead. I get it, you may not have liked Charlie Kirk. You may not have liked his message, but the man was standing up for the First Amendment rights of the country. You want to talk about a true American? He was one. He was a true American. He said what he had to say. He said what he believed. Regardless of your opinion or not, or whatsoever of it, he stuck to his belief. But he also was open to listen to yours. He was open to sit down, talk to you like a person, and not treat you any bit different, any bit less than he would anyone else. If you got on his nerves, well, of course, he had reserved attitude that maybe you work out on his nerves. That's fine. He's human. He's not perfect. He was not perfect. No one is perfect. And if you're expecting perfectionism or anything like that from another person, you are mistaken. Because no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter what, people will make mistakes. People will fall on their face. People will need to be picked up. People will need to be embraced and loved and cherished and understood. Like what happened to our society in the short time that this has basically happened, where everyone is just so critical and so hateful and so maliced over everyone, like having a different opinion. Like what happened to the logicness of going about, hey, I don't agree with you. Hey, I don't agree with you. Let's talk. There you go. Now, I mean, it's not a hard concept to come up with or understand people. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to have an opinion that does not match someone else. What is wrong is when you take it to a violent extreme and you hurt that person. You either A, hurt them where they have to go to the hospital for a long time, or B, you kill them. And it's been very apparent that a lot of people do not like being challenged. That is full of cock and bull, as much as I can absolutely say. That is the most bullshit excuse I've ever heard in my life. And I'm going to straight up say it. I would sit down with a person and talk to them if they disagreed with me. Of course. You know why? Because that's what makes me human. I know I could be wrong, but I would rather talk it out and see maybe if I am. And if I'm not, oh well, I can help someone understand my point of view. Maybe I won't. That's the beauty of humans. We don't agree on everything. You can't agree on everything. There is no such thing as people pleasing ever working. It never will. It never has. It never, ever, ever, ever in the course of history of humankind has ever worked. Because you will please one side and then you will neglect the other side. And the other side will get angry with you, and therefore you're going to be confused. Like, wait a minute, I thought it was helping everyone. No, you have to look at it this way. Let's say you're sitting in a room. We're going to exclude you from the count of people. Okay? There are 10 people in a room. Got it? 10 people sitting in that room with you. You say a joke. Or you say something in particular. I will tell you the percentage of people that will agree with you and will not. Most likely. You'll have one person that absolutely agrees with you out of that 10. You'll have about 3 people that somewhat agree and go like, but there's some reserve, like, I'm not so sure. So, right now we're at 4. 20% will be neutral, probably. So now we're at 60% already taken care of. The last 30% before we get to the last 10, 30% will strongly disagree with you, but have reserving to maybe listen to you more and to gauge on if they truly disagree with you. And then you'll have the last 10% which is that last one person in the room that has a reserving of whether they should honestly do something about you right now because they really do not like what you said and really hate what you just said. Or they can choose to walk away and nothing will happen. Or, most likely, because people are irrational, we're pretty irrational beings, to be quite honest, can turn around, punch you in the face, or go even further. Now, understand, this is just what I understand. I could be totally wrong with the numbers, but I'm guaranteeing you I'm absolutely as spot on about this as much as you can possibly get. And the scary part is now, everything that, like, somehow the left has made it so possible for people to not only try to people please, but not understand how to compensate for when it doesn't succeed and when it will not succeed, which is 100% of the time. No one tells you how to successfully go about your life without really not putting much thought into what made you mad in the first place. And that's simple. What you gotta understand is that besides all the talk, besides all the stuff that is said and comments and the attitudes and stuff, you gotta understand the best thing to do is sometimes walk away. Just walk away until you cool down. Walk away until you can rationally think again. And then go back to it with that person. But try to listen. And that's the key. Listen. Something I have trouble with. And I'll tell you this. I have trouble listening to people. But I guarantee you I listen a lot more than most of the extremists do. And that's one thing you gotta do. All right? Well, take care. Peace out. See you next.